Some local students so worried their classmates could get caught up in sex trafficking, they met tonight to discuss solutions. Our Chris Holmstrom going beyond the headlines, talking with one woman who was coerced into that life when she was just 17. Chris?
Yeah, Jeff, she thought she'd met a man online that she could one day marry, but she says he brainwashed her, cut her off from her family, and fed her so many drugs, she wound up doing things she could have never imagined.
He shot me up with meth for the first time, and it was the craziest feeling in the entire world.
This sex trafficking survivor, we'll call her Brandy, is reliving a nightmare. It was the summer of 2009. She was a 17-year-old college student with plans of being a forensic pathologist until she met this man online, Anthony Prenzetti. The two started dating, but soon whining and dining turned into drug use and physical abuse.
Not only was I always drunk or high, but other chemicals were introduced as well. You know, from cocaine to ecstasy to heroin is just whatever he had.
He broke her down to keep her away from family and friends.
That none of my friends really liked me, that I was just the fat friend. They just use all these things come out and they play on your insecurities.
Isolated on drugs and thinking she was in love, Prenzetti started pimping her out, selling her on websites like Backpage or Craigslist. I asked how many times she was forced into sex.
So many so that you lose count. It's not something that you want to count. It's embarrassing, you feel dirty, you feel used.
She tells me the drugs made it bearable, and the fact that she really thought this man really cared for her kept her from leaving.
The lies that I was being told was that eventually we could get out of the game, right? We can have a family. You know, I'm the only one you've got.
But that never happened. 6 months later, Prenzetti was arrested, and Brandy started clawing her way out of the life.
And like held me down on the bed and was like, "What are you? You don't understand. Your brain's in the wrong."
And Brandy tells me after Prenzetti was arrested, she went into detox and also rehab and even tried committing suicide. She says she's doing much better now. She's married and going to school to work with at-risk kids and trauma victims. As for her pimp, he's serving a 10-year prison sentence. Jeff?
Chris, thank you.